Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector Plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Hey there, Xbox fans. Welcome to Xbox Central, your #1 destination for all things Xbox. Today, we're talking about something that's really close to many of our hearts, the Xbox Series X controller. You know, I've seen some crazy fixes out there when it comes to fixing a malfunctioning Xbox controller. Some people swear by duct tape and super glue, while others have resorted to using just plain old WD-40. But what if you want to take things into your own hands and actually open up that controller? Now, before we get started, I want to make one thing clear: opening up your Xbox Series X controller is not for the faint of heart. These controllers aren't cheap, and messing around with internal components can be a real risk. But if you're confident in your abilities, it can also be a great way to breathe new life into an old friend. So let's get started. First things first, you're going to need some tools, specifically a small pry tool and both T6 and T8 screwdriver bits. You'll also want to remove any batteries from their compartment, as well as the rechargeable battery pack if your controller has one. And just for good measure, hold down that power button to run out any residual energy. Once you've got all those basics covered, it's time to crack open that controller. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is going to be a real challenge. But trust me, with the right tools and a little bit of patience, you should be able to lift off those thumbsticks like a pro. Now, if your controller has bumpers or trigger caps that need to come out, don't worry, they're pretty easy to remove. Just use your pry tool to gently pry them loose, and then set them aside for now. And remember, the key is to be gentle. You don't want to damage anything inside there. Now we're getting into the really interesting stuff. You see, if you know what you're doing, you can actually replace components like bumpers or trigger caps that are on their way out. Just make sure you've got the right replacement parts, and then follow the instructions carefully. But before we get too deep in, I want to remind you that opening up your Xbox Series X controller is at your own risk. You could potentially void your warranty, or even damage your console entirely if you're not careful. So, make sure you know what you're doing before you start messing around with internal components. Now, once you've finished fixing whatever's broken, it's time to put everything back together. Just reverse the steps that we went through to get here, and you should be good as new. And if you're not comfortable with opening up your controller yourself, don't worry, there are plenty of resources out there to help you troubleshoot common issues. In fact, Xbox Central has a whole section dedicated to fixing common Xbox problems, from faulty hard drives to dodgy Wi-Fi connections. So, be sure to check that out if you need some extra guidance. But for now, let's just say that knowing how to open up and fix your Xbox Series X controller is an amazing feeling. It's like having a superpower under your belt, knowing that you can troubleshoot anything that comes your way. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide on how to open up and fix your Xbox Series X controller. We hope you found this helpful, and we'll catch you all in the next video.